Hey, good evening, everybody. Uneducated Economist here. So I just read an article out of Bloomberg, and I thought it was a pretty decent article. Talked about recession for 2019, and there's a lot of economists right now that are predicting a 2019 recession. And of course, when I start seeing these a lot of these people coming out saying this, then I always kind of have the contrarian view, so I got to find things that are maybe tell me, no, we won't have a recession in 2019, and why wouldn't we? And this is kind of what I came up with. If you notice right now, the Federal Reserve is unwinding their asset sheets, which if you're not familiar with what happened here, the Federal Reserve about 10 years ago fired up quantitative easing. And what they did is they printed up a bunch of money and they started buying assets like treasury bonds and mortgage-backed securities. And today they're trying to unload those things. They want them off their balance sheets. Well, what happens is that as these assets, well, mainly the treasuries, become mature and pay, they get the dollars back and they essentially destroy them, right? So they're not actually, from what I understand, they're not actually selling these assets onto the market as much as they are just letting them mature and paying off, right? So what ends up happening is as these things pay off, they're pulling dollars out of the system, okay? And this is going to cause, in my opinion, a liquidity crisis, right? Because as people are looking for dollars to pay off their debts, they're going to find less and less of them out there, forcing people to have to compete more for them. All right. Now, the only thing that could actually change this around and give a boost to the United States market is if during this time we have either a big war or a huge economic crisis occur in another country, right? So if this happens in another country, what ends up happening is that those people flood into U.S. dollars. So as the Federal Reserve is unwinding these treasuries, foreigners are going to be buying, right? Foreign capital is going to come in and be purchasing these U.S. treasuries because they're the safe haven asset, right? And you could go back through history and you can see this is pretty much always taken place. Anytime there's ever been a crisis, like especially when it comes to war really forces people into the U.S. treasuries. And so as these treasuries are being sold to foreign capital, this will give the opportunity to Fed to unload their asset sheets as these people are purchasing them without forcing those interest rates to start going up. All right. So that's where like the Fed could actually get away with unwinding this balance sheet without disrupting the American economy. And it could actually happen in a way that could boost the American economy if the turmoil around the world is significant enough to force those people into the U.S. treasuries. So anyway, that was kind of my takeaway, that when I see so many people saying, oh, we got a definite recession coming, or all the signs are pushing towards recession in 2019, and I keep hearing it over and over again, I look for something that says maybe it won't happen in 2019. And that could be one of the reasons why it could. All right, Uneducated Economist, talk to you guys later. Look for that story down in the description. I'll leave a link for it. Talk to you later.